right, chat. Finally, I am here. Thank you so much for waiting. Really appreciate it. But I'll make it up to you because we got some interesting news today. We've got a lot of salt. The mines of Moria have opened, and inside, instead of seeing demonic entities, we see salt. Lots and lots of salt because the Great Reset is upon us. You know, during the pandemic, they told us that capitalism is unsustainable. We gotta reset it all. We gotta hit that button, and we gotta change society, right? Build back better, build back better. And now people are building back better, and the markets are collapsing. And all of a sudden, we're supposed to care. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, line goes down. Why aren't you sad? And I'm wondering, well, it's because you trained me during the pandemic. You made me a hardened individual. You transformed me into a man of steel. It's okay if we tank the world economy if we can save grandma. That's what I've been told. You know, keep people away from working. Keep people away from their businesses. Make sure that no shop remains open. No mom and pop store gets to survive. Because we get to save grandma, so fuck the economy, right? Like, who gives a shit about the economy? In defense of looting. Yes, in defense of looting. Did you guys remember that? Oh, that was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah. Made people know. It's like, oh, fuck the economy. Human life is more important, right? Human life is more important. That's like what they repeated like a mantra, like a indoctrination song. And now people are like, yeah, you know what? Fuck the economy. Why not? Don't fucking care. If only we can save one life. And so, turns out the economy isn't really that bad, though, because now everything is in the green. Apparently, it's rebounding. But I just want to note this. It's not even hypocrisy at this point. It's just fucking disgust. And it's not disgust because they're trying to manipulate people. Like, that's fine, you know? Manipulate away. But, like, can you hire more competent people to do the manipulation? Like, surely you must find someone that can lie to the public a little bit better than you are. Like it's so disgusting the way they lie. Like, make a believable narrative at least. I would say hire someone from Hollywood, but I look at Hollywood and I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I can see why they're having problems with the way they're manipulating people. They don't have even a competent screenwriter anymore. Just take ChatGPT your public speeches then. I always said, buy the dip, said I'm broke. Well, don't give financial advice to people if you're broke. I didn't know you can actually get sued if you give financial advice. Like, this is why a lot of people on the internet, like Styx Hexenhammer, they say, I will encourage people not to take what I'm saying as financial advice. Like, do not take this as a financial advice, but it's my opinion. Apparently, they have to say that because otherwise they can get sued. So fucking ridiculous, you know? It's like someone told you something, you did it, and then you can sue them. So fucking weird. The Dashing Rogue, thank you for the $4.99. Profit capitalism is over. Pro-value capitalism is on the rise, V. Make profit and get ready to make more profit. Does not fly. People value NOS. I don't really know the fancy words that you just told me. But since you have money to give me super chats, I believe you. I think you're wise in the ways of making money. What I do know, however, is that it makes sense. And again, like, I don't need to study economy in order to figure something out. Like, you can do this if you have an analytical brain. Like, you don't really need to understand the economy. You don't really need to understand many things in order to figure out life. For example, they tell me that tariffs are bad, right? Like, tariffs are bad, that they're like evil, they're fascism, they're horrible. Okay, if tariffs are bad, why does the European Union have them? Why does Canada have them? Like, well, why do other nations on planet Earth have tariffs and no one was complaining up until now? Like, no one was saying they're evil. No one was saying they're bad. Why? I mean, it's a legit question. Like, why do other nations are being allowed to have tariffs? Like, to me, this doesn't make sense. Second thing. They say, well, the tariffs are going to be bad for the American people. So, like, if you put tariffs, it's going to hurt Americans. And so my question is, like, well, why does China care there? Like, why is China upset that Americans get hurt? This is what I don't fucking understand. Why is the European Union upset that Americans get hurt? Right? Like, this is what you're saying. And, like, maybe there is an explanation. I'm not saying that I have the answers to the future. But I just gotta stop and wonder. Zlixian Doppelganger, read my Discord DM. YouTube super censorship. Holy shit. Okay, let's see what Zlixian has to say. The YouTube censorship has reached peak levels. I tried to say the media corporation must be seized and broken up. So fucking weird. I don't know why they would censor that. Like, nothing you said should get flagged. The media corporation seized and broken up. I don't really agree. In fact, I think that if you actually did have a world with zero censorship, all of the problems would go away. Like, the main reason the mainstream media exists is because of censorship. It's because, like look at Netflix, right? They're making a fiction called The Adolescent. Or Adolescence, I think it's called, right? And they're being pushed by the British government, like the British Prime Minister is lifting that movie up. Now, I guarantee to you, if I want to make a Netflix show where you have, let's say, a Muslim migrant that comes on a dinghy and he's an actual terrorist and he fools the authorities by throwing away his passports, gets into Britain, is placed in a hotel from taxpayer money, and he literally have like a seething hatred towards that country and the nation, and then does an attack. Right? And it's a TV show. It's fictional. It's like fictional characters. Everything is fictional. Do you think like Netflix would allow me to have it there? Fuck no. Right? So you can't have the counter argument. Meanwhile, the other side of the story, like the liberal version, not only gets to exist, but it's being elevated, showed in all schools. God knows like the grift that goes down under the table, how much money the producer got, you know, all the prestige that the movie is getting, all the viewership that it's getting. And so, like, the problem isn't that the media isn't being seized up. The problem is the censorship. Without the censorship, people aren't retarded. Like, I looked at websites on the internet from 2016 on the Wayback Machine. People weren't fucking retarded back then. In fact, like, everyone on the internet, if you don't have censorship, you don't have wokeness. There is no place on the internet, period, where you have wokeness without censorship. None whatsoever. It just doesn't fucking exist. Even on Discord servers. It literally cannot survive without censorship. Hello, Publius, and welcome to the show. Let me give you another example, right? Like how you can understand things without actually knowing the science. Like, let's take environmentalism, right? I don't know shit about the science. I don't know shit about meteorology. I don't know physics. I don't know chemistry. I don't know fucking shit. None whatsoever. But you know what I do know? Is that no financial statement ever, like when you go and you make a bank loan, they don't take environmentalism into account at all. Like you would think that insurance companies would be like the first one freaking out about the rise of the sea level, right? You would think that banks would freak out. Like no one would invest in houses that are next to the sea. Like seriously, like if global warming was true, wouldn't that make sense? Wouldn't like the financial sector be extremely interested in how they're investing their portfolio when it comes to global warming if it was true? And so, like, that tells me everything that I need to fucking know. Like, right? Like, without knowing meteorology, without knowing anything else, that's how I fucking know. And then there's, like, other questions as well. It's like, okay, so you have, like, all these protests, like, Just Stop Oil and shit. It's like, how are these people not having jobs? Like, how are they protesting during working hours? That's what I don't get. You know, like, who the fuck goes and protests? What are their forums? What is their online presence? Like you know, when you have, like, right-wing marches, Like people that are, I don't know, anti-vaxxers or whatever the fuck. Like, you know where to find them on the internet, right? Like, you go on forums. There's places where they gather, where they talk. But like all these environmentalist groups, they pop out of fucking nowhere, and you gotta wonder, like, how do they get paid? Where is their money coming from? If they cared, they would harass India and China. Well, believe it or not, China is actually pushing for environmentalism, like for real, but for different reasons. China isn't pushing for environmentalism because they care about global warming. In China, you used to have, and I think you don't have anymore, but you used to have cities that are so polluted that you couldn't see the sky. Rivers that are discolored. Like they have weird coloration because of the chemicals in it. And so, like, the actual people in China started complaining. Like you gotta understand, the European Union and part of America, they outsourced their entire industry into China. And so, like, China was building shit for Europe and America. And like, seriously, like actual health hazard for the people there. Imagine, like, walking into a city and it's like Silent Hill, but it's not fog, it's chemicals, right? And so, like, the Communist Party actually took measures in order to try to lower that down. And again, it's not because of global warming and carbon and anything like that. No, it's like they were killing their own people. Like, their entire cities with tens of millions of people would have to live through the smoke and the chemical waste. And so they realized it's like, well, this is, I mean, it's not profitable for us if we keep killing people. And so they either export that into Africa or other places and they pollute over there, or they're actually like trying to lower the pollution in their city. Again, it's not because of like the environmentalism and the global warming accords and all that shit. No, it's not about that. It's just like the different philosophy. Basically them saying, yeah, well, the people are dying. Which is kind of true. If they care, they would harass India and China. Well, sorry, I already read that. Hot take, censorship acts as a form of quality control. Video games used to be better when you had to accept that social costs of being a nerd to partake into them. No, I don't think that's the case. I mean, Japan still has good video games, and it's not under specific censorship or getting bullied if you play video games. No, I think it's just like the government got involved. I think the government got involved, and we had DARPA and other places basically releasing files. Like, even the Department of Homeland Security, wanting to... Like, first they got social media, and we saw that with the Twitter files, and then they were like, well, why can't we control video games? Remember when you showed that rocket in someone's backyard in China? Also, they're trying to move part of the production to Africa or North Korea. Well, yeah, that makes fucking sense. Anyway, let me show you something funny. Like, this is something that I'll probably make a video because it's hilarious. So, someone took Warhammer 40k and made a nice meme of it. I don't know how many people are gonna get it, but it says, like, let the markets boil, let the stocks fall. Though it takes the last drop of our blood, we will see housing affordable once more. And if we cannot save it from your failure, boomers, then let the fiat money burn. Oh my goodness. This doesn't really hit very well unless you know the trailer. Anyway. I want to show you what Netflix is doing. Like, apparently they're doing Devil's May Cry, right? And you're like, well, how bad can it fucking be? Just how bad can they possibly fuck up Devil's May Cry? Devil's May Cry barely has a story, right? Like, it's a story just there to carry the actual action. It's like just flashing gun swords and just cool animation and shit, right? And then just have the character look fucking awesome. Like, that's it, right? Like that. How difficult can it possibly be to get that right? Like you don't even need the story. It's kind of like fucking Dragon Ball, right? Like you guys see Dragon Ball the last one. What was it? Fuck did they call it? Dragon Ball Super. Yeah. It's kind of like porn in the sense that there's no plot. Right? Like what is porn? You have like the pizza boy. Pizza boy comes up. Ushikushi lady answers. She's like, "Oh my goodness, I realize my mistake. I don't have any money to pay the pizza." And the pizza boy goes like, "Well, there's other ways you can pay, lady." And she's like, "Oh, you're right. How did I not think about that?" You know? Or she just bends over in order to do the laundry, and the stepbrother, always the worst step in there, comes in there, and she's just stuck in the washing machine, right? Like what is that? It's just like, is it plot? No, it's just like, I guess, like a reason for the action to make some sense. Dragon Ball is literally the same. Like, what is Dragon Ball? That they're having a discussion in order to have a fight. That's it. It's just like porn, but with fighting. Like, the master of the universe is organizing a tournament and is inviting Goku. And now Goku is assembling the warriors, and every time he meets a warrior, he's fighting just to test their skill. And then he goes to the tournament, they have one episode of a presentation, and then they're fighting. Just non-stop fighting, right? That's kind of how you can make Devil May Cry, literally. Like, you don't need overarching plot, you don't need character building, you don't, no. Just show Dante fighting, that's it. So how would they fight? How would they fuck it up, right? Like what exactly could they possibly do to mess it up? Well, look. Wait. Why is there no sound? All right. Here we go.
Radical left is already using this to push their agenda that America should step down from our role as, quote...
Like, the thing that really annoys me is the soy boy voice. Like, they couldn't find a single voice actor that has his testicle dropped in order to voice, like, a manly man if they wanted to go with. Like, this is the type of voice that would look on a person that has, like, a beard and a mustache and looks like he's working in a cubicle.
The radical left is already using this to push their agenda that America should step down from our role as, quote, unquote, global policemen.
The funny part is, look how outdated the show is, right? Because this is literally what Trump wants to do. Like, literally, right? He's like wanting to stop being the world police. What is the answer? Who's freaking out? The radical left? Oh my goodness, no, you can't pull out of Europe. Oh no, but Ukraine needs you, but Russia, America, send in the tanks, America, you must, America. Right? Like, it's almost like the left likes to bitch, but they don't like to get what they're asking for. They like to cry, they like to complain. Oh, we need a global reset. We need to, if only we can save one life. The economy doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, the tariffs. Oh no, what is Trump doing? Like, seriously, he's literally doing what they asked.
But as the greatest country on earth, we have a moral responsibility to lead. Not to mention, the surveillance image clearly shows some sort of weaponized wingsuit. That is not any U.S. military technology that I know of.
Exactly. With tech like that, it was probably the Russians.
Again, the reason this is happening, and I guarantee to you, is that the show takes 1 or 2 years to make. And so they thought it smart to add in some, like, current day talking points. And then what did they get? See, this is something that I even told my team when I was doing the story for my game. And I was like, we're not adding any memes. We're not adding any cultural references. Because by the time the game comes out, they're going to look weird. It's kind of like adding the Rufflecopter meme in your game. Like you're current daying your game. This is why it's cringe. So, like, before Russia invaded, they were like, oh, Russia is the boogeyman. Well, it turns out it is, And so now this looks cringe.
Now, the government, the corporatists that own it, and their loyal propagandists in the news media want you to blame the Russians. How stupid do they think we are, folks? Huh?
Notice the imagery, right? It like the guy sitting with the radio, basically like the independent journalist, the one that's not associated with the media. Oh yeah, look how they're looking at him. They're looking at him like he's a crazy person. But I want you guys to see the punchline, right? Like, this is the thing that you're showing some girls listening to this guy. It's like, oh, what the fuck he's talking about? Oh my goodness, he's so dumb, right?
Against God himself. Carried out by a sophisticated network of terrorists.
And they fucking were demons from hell. They literally were, right? So, like, how is the joke here? Like how is the punchline? The only thing that you're making this guy look crazy is his body language, right? Like, why? Because he's leaning in the microphone and his eyes are bulging out, right? Like, he's talking with passion and he's having showmanship. And that everyone else is looking at him like he's retarded. But in this situation, in this fucking movie, they are literally demons from hell that caused an incident. And he is the only one that's basically saying this, right? Who the fuck wrote this? How can you have, like, so fucking little self-awareness? Like, look, I understand you want to shit on the right, but imagine if I was to shit on the left, and I have, like, a Vosh lookalike. I have a Vosh lookalike, and the Vosh lookalike, I'm trying to mock him, but he's fucking right. Like, within my story, like, within the sense of the story, what he says is fucking right. And this is not, like, the first time it happened. It happened with the show Barbie. Like, literally, same shit. If you analyze the story from Barbie, it's, like, the most anti-feminist movie that they've ever made. No, seriously, like, what is the story of Barbie? Well, apparently, when Ken listens to Barbie, like, when he does, right, when Ken does what Barbie tells him to do, he ends up as a shirtless bum on the fucking beach, being objectified for Barbie's pleasure. That's it. Like, he's only relevant when Barbie needs him, and that's it, right? Either than that, he's not in the Barbie dollhouse, he's outside on the beach, right? And that's feminism. That's like the world with feminism. When he finally rises up, what does he do? Does he take over by force? No, he's basically saying, I'm going to start moving in the house now, and we're going to do, traditional gender roles, and we're going to put it up to a vote. Like, he's not doing fascism or anything, he's just putting it up to a vote. The Barbie that's actually supposed to be the one that's the good one, her Ken left her, she's jealous, like, she's bitter and jealous because she's single. All the other Barbies are fine, like 90% approval rate. She has to kidnap and brainwash the Barbie president and then, like, make the women create jealousy among the Kens, so the Kens go to war with each other, destroy the entire society, and then she fucking leaves. And that's a feminist movie, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? How is this a feminist film? Like, this is like the most anti-feminist film in existence. Like, she's the fucking villain. And so, like, this is the second time I see that. And I'm told by some Brits that actually did watch Adolescence that apparently Adolescence may be the same. Why did my troll just like my troll just died? I'm trying to fix it, but it won't. Like, something happened. I don't fucking know what. All right, I'll just take him away. I'll just remove it. Is there anyone watching this stuff unironically, or is it just hate watching? I think, like, a lot of people just don't know what they're getting themselves into, right? Like, you may have a person that doesn't become terminally online like us, doesn't understand the internet, and then they just tune in. They find Netflix, and it's like Devil May Cry. What is this? Thank you, Brian H. 1988. I appreciate the subscription. Even in recent propaganda Chinese pieces, if you look closely, you can see the sun because you can't see the sun because of the pollution. It depends on the city. Like, not all the Chinese cities have that high level of pollution. But, like, for those of you who don't know, let me show you a picture. Okay, imagine living here. Right? And so the government did try in recent years, like a little bit before 2020. I don't know how successful they were. But they did try to lower the pollution levels. Either by moving certain industry to North Korea or Africa, or actually installing filters. Like, China is pro-environmentalist, not because of global warming, but because like, okay, people are generally dying, and they're also already having a demographic collapse. And so they're actually trying, again, for their own interests, not to save the planet. Anyway, right. Remember that most people don't have internet brain rot like us. Yeah, but you know, the thing is, like, most of these shows are genuinely cringe. Like, even if you don't play Devil May Cry, even if you're not into the culture war, even without all this, the main problem with the show is that it's fucking cringe. And so this is why we're winning. We're not winning because, you know, our side necessarily has like the strong emotional points in order to wake people up. No, we're winning because the other side is so fucking bad at making stories. And by the way, just so you know, I think I saw this somewhere. Let me scroll down a little bit so I can find it. People are comparing Freerun with Devil May Cry, and I think it's such a fucking awesome comparison. Why? Because they're both stories about demons, right? But like, look how Devil May Cry does demons, right? Like, look how they're depicting them. And I'm looking at this, right? And by the way, if you don't know the story, the United States, led by a Christian politician that's power hungry, is trying to invade and colonize hell. And these are the demons. Look, like the little demon child, he's afraid. Just wants a normal life, but those fucking Americans, they found oil in hell, I guess. But I'm like, you know, hold on a little bit. I saw this somewhere, and then it hit me. And then I'm like, motherfucker. They stole the script. They stole the script like a naughty little child that copies the fucking homework. The lack of creativity on display here is fucking astonishing. There is no fucking way that political correctness has gotten to the point where if you want to depict anything that's supposed to be evil, right? Like orcs, demons, or anything like that, you can't just do it because, like, you gotta do what the political correctness ideology tells you. You gotta depict them as victims. They're misunderstood. You know, it's the humans that are bad. Oh my goodness. And again, you know, you compare it with Freerun, which is an anime with no IP that just comes out of nowhere, and it's got like massive recognition, memes everywhere. Everyone talks about Freerun. And then like Devil May Cry that actually should have the same meme energy and the same amount. No one talks about it. The thing is, like, you can actually make sympathetic demons if you want. Like, Has-Been Hotel has made sympathetic demons. But no, well, even Has-Been Hotel, like the demons in Has-Been Hotel, the whole purpose of the show is that the demons are corrupt, but like you got the daughter of Lucifer, right? Like you got that one person. And I guess like because she's the daughter, like she's not tainted or some shit. I don't fucking know. But like the premise is that you have like one exception. And she's basically like trying to create a system for rehabilitation. Right? So like it tries to focus on redemption. Like, can a sinner be redeemed? It's not like a religious thing. Like, of course it's blasphemous. But it's fucking entertaining, right? Like it talks about themes of redemption. America aren't viewed the bad guys. You don't have left wing versus right wing or anything like that. Like, it's obviously made for entertainment, like a joke. It's a musical, right? That's how it works. But meanwhile, you're looking at this other one, and it's pretty much like the writers, they're using the characters as VTubers. Like they have an agenda, they have a message they want to show. So they're not really interested in making Devil May Cry. They're interested in pushing their agenda. Yeah, the xenomorphs are just trying to survive. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can think of a social justice explanation for the xenomorphs. Actually, I don't even need to. Like, it's already there. So, yeah, how can you make the xenomorph sympathetic? Well, they already did that with Starship Troopers, right? It's called bug posting. It's where they're siding with the bugs. And so, the obvious problem is the Mutonic Corporation and humans being greedy, right? It's basically the humans that want to harvest the the xenomorph, and that's why humans are bad. And in a way, you know, like that actually applies to the universe of Aliens to a certain degree. But like they're usually like trying to push that with Starship Troopers. But no, like seriously, imagine like someone with the social justice mentality remaking Starship Troopers or remaking Aliens, right? Like at least in Starship Troopers, it's misunderstood. Like they have no media literacy, as they call it, zero, none, zilch. But in the other one, in Starship, in Aliens, if someone was to remake it, yeah, like they would definitely make the humans look evil, right? Like the humans are the problem, and the xenomorphs are just misunderstood. You just want to have their own planets, and the humans keep going there. Considering that a lot of these great writers either went to war or knew about the war, they would know what evil looks like. It's actually interesting because yeah, like Tolkien did go to war, so he knows what evil looks like. But that's not even the point, man. It's like the idea that they can't imagine a fairy tale or some shit where it's like, no, the main character is just evil. Like, there's no reason behind it. There's no twist. It's not like he's misunderstood. No, he's just fucking evil. Why? He is. Like in anime. Like, anime has a lot of evil characters, you know? Like, well, and that's why the story is compelling. Like, not everything needs to have a moral shade. Not everything has to be, like, misunderstood. And by the way, you know, there's different flavors of evil. Like not all evil is bad in the sense of chaotic evil, right? Like in the world of Freeran, the demons are chaotic evil. And I think like that's one of the reasons why they're so compelling is because you don't really have chaotic evil characters. If you look at Disney, for instance, Disney doesn't have a single chaotic villain. Like all the villains from Disney are either lawful evil or neutral evil. Actually, hold on. I think like Frozen. I think the guy from Frozen, the prince, like I think he may be the only one that's actually chaotic evil. But other than that, like let's look at some of the characters from Disney. You got Ursula, right? Like Ursula is one of the coolest characters because she is 100% lawful evil. Like, in my opinion, she should have won. Like, there's no reason why she lost, right? Like, the prince stabbing her with the boat at the end. This is just, like, Deus Ex Machina shit. But, like, what does she do? She just makes contracts. That's literally it. Like, she makes a contract with Ariel. And she doesn't break the contract. Like, she doesn't violate the contract. She tells Ariel exactly what's gonna happen. Like, she's going to take her voice. And she's got, like, 3 days to be on Earth. And if she can't seduce the prince, tough shit. And Ariel agrees, right? So, like, Ursula doesn't violate or breach the contract. Now, she does change into a beautiful woman and seduces the prince, but, like, nowhere in the contract that she says she's not allowed to do that. It's Ariel's fault for not negotiating. And then she turns Ariel into, what was it? Like a little crab creature or something, a mollusk or whatever. And then the father, like Poseidon, is basically facing her, and she says, all right, well, I'll give you your daughter back if you sign the contract. And the contract is for Poseidon to give her the trident. And so, like, yeah, she's evil, but she's not chaotic. Like she follows rules. And that's what's fucking cool, right? Like, she's basically, like, wanting to make a deal with you, and it's your fault for doing the deal. Like, you can just choose not to deal with her. And anyway, she dies in a really cringe way because the prince runs a boat into her. And she just becomes, like, really big. And the prince runs the boat. Makes no fucking sense. I understand that the adaptation is not the prince that rams the boat. It's the mermaid. Like, she rams the boat. Okay. But yeah, most Disney characters are like that. Like the only chaotic evil character actually is not from a Disney story. It would be Rasputin. Rasputin from Anastasia. Like he is chaotic evil. He just wants to kill Anastasia, right? There's no laws. There's nothing. Like he just wants to kill her. Doesn't care how, right? He's got no plan. No overarching scheme. Just that. Anyway, my point is, like these are stories that work, right? Like Ursula is not misunderstood. She's not actually a victim of society. She's not being oppressed for being fat. No, she's an evil witch. That's it. That's the story. She's an evil witch and she gets defeated. Same with Rasputin. Rasputin is not misunderstood. He's not a victim of society. Wasn't with the communists. He had a farm and he couldn't toilet because the aristocrats took it from him. No, he's evil. Why is he evil? Because he makes a deal with the devil. He uses demonic forces in order to try to kill Anastasia. That's right. And so the West moved away from this. Like they can't have orcs anymore. They can't have demons anymore. They can't make stories anymore because like it's the same shit where the villain is just misunderstood. The villain is just like, well, actually they're good, but yeah, Anastasia is actually a really good story. And by the way, notice how there's no more romance in Western stories anymore. Did you notice that? Like they used to say, oh, men don't like romantic movies. Like bullshit. I actually loved Anastasia. I loved all the Disney films. Now the West just doesn't do romance anymore. They just have like hookup culture. Gaston is lawful good. I actually agree with that. I do think that Gaston is a hero. And ironically, like Gaston, the whole thing with the Beauty and the Beast though is a subversion of the Prince Charming trope, right? Like Gaston does nothing wrong. And I will fight you on this. Gaston is a victim, actually. Not to mention, like, if Gaston waited a little bit for the French Revolution, the Beast would definitely be considered bourgeois. No, actually, I honestly think that Belle will have what's coming to her. She doesn't get her happily ever after. She doesn't get to grow old with the prince. Because the French Revolution is coming. They're going to kill that prince. They're going to use the guillotine. Madame Razor is going to adjust the neck of the prince. Probably Belle as well. And they fucking deserve it as well. Fucking assholes, both of them. They bullied Gaston. Is Frieza lawful or chaotic evil? Frieza is 100% chaotic evil. And not to mention, there's almost no justification for him doing what he's doing. I think like most of the characters in Dragon Ball are actually chaotic. Let me think if there's like an actual lawful character in Dragon Ball. Actually, Kami, I guess, would be like lawful, and maybe like some of the Kais. But like most characters in Dragon Ball are chaotic. And Goku, I think he's chaotic, either neutral good or chaotic good. It's kind of hard to pin him down. The only thing that Gaston cared about is himself and his image. Man, like, did you really want me to go through the whole Gaston thing? Kate, I started to like romantic movies only recently. It took me 45 years. Well, you just need to find the good ones. And thank you for the 5 memberships, SRC Maker. Anyway. Let's explore Gaston if you guys want to. All right, let's talk about Gaston. Gonna talk about Gaston because no one punch like Gaston, right? Now the reason you'd say Gaston only cares about himself is because you get to see the movie through the perspective of Belle. But in reality, like, he's a decorated war hero. He has a tavern. He's a pillar of the community. Like throughout the songs, right? Like everyone wants to be you, Gaston. Like he's an actual pillar of the community. He's not just like some random doofus. He's got a fucking tavern, is a war hero, is a hunter. He's a doer, right? Now when he finds out that there's a scary fucking beast, what does he do? He leads the men into battle. Like he's not a coward, right? He doesn't just fans the flames and gets the men to go storm the castle. He's actually leading the fucking charge. Like he's on his horse. And sure, you may say, well, maybe he's jealous or whatever the fuck, but from his perspective, you have like this monster in a castle that abducted a man, then abducted another woman, does magic bullshit, and he's from a medieval society, right? Like, that's some satanic shit over there. And from all he knows, like, he brainwashed the girl. There's no fucking justification for what happens, right? Like, you got a beast that's kidnapping people in the woods, not one, but two. And despite the fact that he sees that it's a monster, he grabs his fucking gun and leads the charge. He's not just telling the peasants, yeah, go there, I'll be there in a bit. No, he's like literally the first guy there. And once in the castle, he wants to find the fucking bee. He wants to be the man. He wants to do the shit. He wants to solve the problem, right? And all the girls like him. Like, all the girls are foaming over him. It's not like he's a pervert. It's not like he doesn't have options, right? Like, every woman in the village is after him. He is the one that's mentally retarded and wants Belle. But yeah, I don't see him as being the bad guy. Like, I'm sorry. I apologize. Gomene. He's the people's hero, yes. He is neither a war hero or a tavern owner. Okay, maybe I'm confusing it with the real life adaptation. Because in the real life adaptation, the one with Emma Watson, he's a war hero and he owns a tavern. But I'm pretty sure he actually does own a tavern. No, it's his fucking tavern. Yeah, like it's his tavern. When he goes and he sings with the boys, they actually mentioned that it's his tavern. Only lawful evil Dragon Ball character I can think of is Zamasu. No, because Zamasu actually kills the Kai. Like, he breaks the rules. He changes the system. There's no lawful there. No one's based like Gaston. Notice race like Gaston brings up IQ questions. Basic Gaston. No, I can't bring up the song because Disney, like Disney freaks out about all their movies, man. Like if you have like even 10 seconds of Disney clip in your story, it immediately crashes your stream. He was a hunter, and that's how he made his money. Even if that's true, right? Like we say that he doesn't have a tavern and he wasn't a war hero, he's still a hunter, right? It's still fucking badass. And so, like, he's the center of attention. Everyone wants to be you, Gaston, right? Like, it's in the song. And so, he's a pillar of the community. Defends people. I thought Jafar just wanted the money. Jafar, actually, no. He wants the genie, right? Like, he wants 3 wishes. And he doesn't even know what the fuck to wish for. Like, okay, he wants to be the Sultan. Probably didn't think about, like, being a sorcerer. But yeah, like, Jafar wants to be just powerful. That's it. But... Oh, no. Hold on. No, Jafar wants to marry the princess. Yeah, that was it. Like, Jafar wants to marry the princess. But when he realized that the princess doesn't want to marry him, he wants to become the Sultan and then the sorcerer. I think like Jafar may actually be the only chaotic evil character in Disney. Yeah, I think like if you're looking at it, yeah, Jafar may actually be chaotic evil. I'm trying to think if there's like a reason for him not to be, but I can't think of anything. Oh yeah. No, you're right. He's neutral evil because he's still within the ranks of the Empire. Like he's still the vizier, and I guess like he respects the law of the land in that sense. Anyway, China released this, right? And you can tell it's being astroturfed because it's got like 7.3 million views, and it's not even that fucking funny. Like, I generally don't get what's hilarious about it, right? Like, it shows, I guess, like, the manufacturing industry coming back to America. And it has, like, Americans, right, looking fat and doing manual labor. And so, like, I'm looking at this, and I'm wondering, like, why exactly is this funny? Like, first of all, the implication is that America with 350 million people doesn't have, like, any person, like, there's no one in the land that would do this type of job. Like, it's just beneath Americans. Like, they have just, transcended over. And you gotta wonder, it's like, do Americans clean their own toilets at home? Or how does that happen? Right? Well, like, imagine if it was suggested that Americans should do housework, and you show, like, an American that's mopping or it's cleaning the toilets, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's so demeaning. Like, no human being should do this. No person on earth should do this. Like, look, when I was 16 and I was still in university, I would have fucking done this job. I would have fucking done this job. I would have done it, I think, all the way up until I was like 22. What is the meaning in it? Like, please explain to me. Why is this job supposed to be so fucking horrible? And why do you have to look at it like a career? Why can't you just do it as a summertime job? Why can't you just do it as a job when you need some extra money? If you have a kid and he wants to learn some discipline, how it's like to wake up at 8 a.m. and then go to work and makes an honest living. Why is this being demeaned? Like why is it so bad? What about an elderly person? Like, say you're 65, and you can't do something else, but you still want to make an honest living. Why is it demeaning? And like, what? Is China proud that they're doing this in their country? Like, is this the national pride of China now? It's like, oh, we're doing this to our people so that Americans don't. Like, it just fucking breaks my mind. But anyway, right. Secondly, didn't we advance technology past this stage? Like, is this actually the way it's being done? I generally don't know. I would like to ask. But it's 2025. Like, surely this is automated. Surely it's cheaper to automate it than to just hire, like, all these people doing the job, right? Yeah, like, I find this repulsive, to be honest. I don't know why is this a bad thing. It's like, oh my god, oh, people working. Oh, disgusting. Like why can't they be unemployed and on welfare? Like, that's America great. Being on welfare, guys. On welfare is the best thing ever. Christopher Kitty, Gaston is awesome, but he's a fool because he loves Belle with an unacquitted love. The true tragic hero. Don Quixote if he was competent. Oh, that's actually a really great way to frame it. Thank you, Christopher. The Gef. Thank you for the $5. It's hilarious when you think all blue-collar Americans are Homer Simpsons. Notice how blue-collar Americans are portrayed in the media for the last 40 years. Absolutely disgusting. But it's like the mentality. No one fucking believes it anymore. No one actually believes it. And what's interesting is that if you look at Married with Children, like, Married with Children was a soap opera that they would make fun of Al Bundy, right? Like the Bundy family. And they would make fun of Al Bundy. But when you look at that, you realize that, hold on a little bit. Al Bundy was a shoe salesman, and no one in his house would work. And yet, despite that, he had money to have a house with an extra floor, a car, and a family of 3. Sorry, a family of 4. Can you do that today in modern America? Like, can one guy that's a shoe salesman be able to afford a house with a car and 4 people living there? So, like, 4 different rooms? No fucking way you can. No fucking way. But like, at the time, no one would point it out. Like, at the time, no one would watch Married with Children and bring out, like, hold on a little bit, the math doesn't check out, this is ridiculous. Because it wasn't. It's not demeaning. Factory jobs are typically unionized, even in today's states. Not all, but most. It's demented to think it's demeaning. I think so as well. I think it's demented, yeah. Like if you tell me that, and by the way, let me get this straight. If you talk to a guy and he tells you that he works at a dock house in Amazon, right? He works at Amazon and is a dock worker at Amazon, or he's a truck driver or something. Did you find it like, oh my god, this guy is so much lesser than me? Oh, the reality is that the people working in fucking cubicles, they probably do. You know, like all the people that are in universities with HR degrees and that type of shit, they probably do think that guy is beneath them. I fucking don't. But like even the people that don't think that's demeaning, right? Like being a truck driver or working at an Amazon warehouse, they think that's fine. If you tell them that you work in a factory making shirts, would that be demeaning? I don't think so. Okay, like this is a person that's making shirts. Good, it's a noble work. It's a noble job. And again, I would fucking do it. Like, I would rather do something than be on welfare. Like, if my YouTube gig doesn't work, right? And I stop making money, and I need to pay for my house and stuff, like, I would get a job. Sure, any job. There's no looking at it and it's like, oh, this is demeaning, this is beneath me. No, it's a good stepping stone until you find something better. Like, that's supposed to be the mindset. You know, you get a job, you do that. I flip burgers at McDonald's. I move the chicken at KFC. Like, there's no shame in doing honest work. Meanwhile, these people are glorifying in defense of looting and protesting and rioting and burning Tesla. Oh yeah, that's making America great. Burning Teslas. The cool thing with burning Teslas, a friend of mine told me that if you have a swastika on it, you can actually drive now. Because you can say you didn't do it. You can say someone vandalized your car and you didn't notice. I'm actually curious, like in Germany, right? If you paint a swastika on a car and that person drives it, like, is that person going to be responsible of a crime? Like imagine this, right? Like, there's a car, and you paint the swastika on it. Now, you're not caught. Like, they don't know you did it. The guy doesn't see it, gets in the car, and he's being stopped, and they see the swastika. Like, would he get into trouble? Grandpa was a trucker, raised 5 kids, wife never worked. I tried telling people this. Like, during COVID, during the pandemic, you could make $6,000 a week as a trucker in California. And I was like, dude, I don't know doctors that can make that much money in Romania. Like, $6,000. Well, you had to work nonstop, though. But, like, think about it this. Like, $6,000 a week times 4. I mean, holy fucking shit. That would be a hate crime. That's how Canada called the truck protesters Nazis. Really? Like, someone painted the swastika. I mean, I guess that can work, right? Like, you paint the swastika on a truck and then you film it and then you're like, all the truckers are Nazis. Yes, it would still be a crime in Germany because at that you are displaying a banned symbol. Yeah, but like, you didn't draw it, right? Like, you didn't paint it. And so, like, the person that painted it did the crime. But that's, like, so fucking weird. Like you're not committing a crime, but someone else is. And then someone else can get in trouble because, like, you painted the swastika on them. It's fucking insane. Well, yeah, I mean, the truckers were making $6,000 a week for 2 reasons. Number one, a lot of people don't want to be truckers, so like a lot of people go to universities, and so like doing a university job is actually becoming less and less paid because like the supply is higher than the demand. And so the other reason was the environmentalist ones, because in order to be a truck driver you need a specific truck, which was like really expensive to get. SRC Baker, thank you for the $10. We have to ask protesters, why do you hate Teslas? Because it's American made, because it's green, or because it drives itself? Oh, I know, the other car CEOs must be commies. Yeah, no, it's, I don't think they hate Tesla. I think it's being paid protest. I genuinely think there's NGOs behind it, and Elon Musk actually said he's going to reveal the names. I think a lot of these protesters are paid, and other people are mentally insane individuals. Like, you gotta understand, there are mentally insane individuals in society that just want to do damage or hurt people. And the way they can do this is by doing it in a way that's socially acceptable. So, like, for instance, a couple of years ago, you're BLM, right? And all of a sudden, if you're BLM and you vandalize, you loot, you burn, you do something like that, the mainstream media doesn't try to pressure you, right? Like, they're not highlighting what you're doing, calling it out. Why? Because, well, you're doing socially acceptable evil. And so whenever there's, like, socially acceptable evil, you're going to have, like, people that are mentally ill or people that are sociopaths that will do it under the umbrella. Like, during the Bush era, for instance, you had people that bombed abortion clinics. Or people that would attack individuals they considered them not to be patriot. And so the reason they could do it is because, well, that was the culture then. Yeah, no, I know Robin Fox, they're paid and organized, but, like, not everyone is like that. Like, there are actual unhinged people that set cars on fire even if they're not paid. Like, the way it works is they get protesters that are paid, and they get the snowball rolling, because that's pretty much what they're hoping for. Like, they're getting protesters that are on the dime, and they don't care. They're probably not even burning cars. Like, they don't want to go to jail. They're doing a job. You know, they're paid to protest. So they show up, they protest, and then they go home. But, like, other people that are looking at the protest, they become unhinged, and they're the ones that do the stuff, you know? They're the ones that are setting the cars on fire and shit. And so, like, those people would pretty much lash to anything. Doesn't fucking matter what. But as long as the mainstream media gives them the green light, they do it. The cool thing about it is that, again, like, these people were environmentalists, allegedly. And out of all the cars they can vandalize, they happen to go after the electric ones. Like, if that's not irony, I don't know what is. Bombing anything is not socially acceptable. Dude, in Germany, they bombed an AFD thing. An AFD center, right? Did the media get outraged? Was it a national scandal? Was it? No. And so it is what it is. And also, I'm not saying about bombing, but, like, painting a swastika on a car, yeah, the mainstream media isn't going to report on that more than a day, you know? A group is astroturfed, and then the real believers are not persecuted for terrorism. Correct. The media does not define social acceptability. Really? Really? Dude, you must have missed the pandemic. You must have missed the pandemic if you think that the media doesn't define social acceptability. I mean, dude, like, one day it was stay at home, stay safe because you're killing grandma, and the next day it was to war. Like one day, literally, if you go out, you're a terrorist because you're killing people. The next day, you have BLM protests. After seeing that, I don't believe for a single second that the mainstream media doesn't dictate social responsibility. You know, like do you honestly think that people all of a sudden went out and chanted defund the police just because, like, they got in a bar and they thought, oh yeah, that's actually a good slogan, I want to defund the police? No, like, the mainstream media actually holds a lot of sway on what people think and how people act. Like, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And again, I'm dictating how things are, not how things should be. That is why the media needs to be shattered. I don't think you can shatter a concept because, like, there's always going to be a media. Like, every nation on earth has a media. And usually politicians don't want to shatter the media. If anything, they want to co-opt it and bring it on their side. Anyway, right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'm going to go and upload the videos on my other channels now. Thank you for the super chats. and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.